Greetings from Route 36 in Ohio, coming out of Mount Vernon, headed towards Coshocton. I'm going over to Baltic today, Baltic, Ohio. That's either in Coshocton County or in Holmes County. But I'm going over to pick up a rental van. There's a funeral in Auburn, Wisconsin, and the customer from the wedding this week called me and asked me if there's any way I could do it. And I said, well, and we both scratched our heads, and I finally called the Mount Vernon place. A+ Brokers will have vans for sale next week. They don't have any now, between $20,000 and $25,000. But I'd also called Walnut Valley, who I've rented vans from before, and they didn't answer the phone. But about an hour later, I was at a retirement auction on Ridge Road in our community, and she called back after about an hour from Walnut Valley. Says, yeah, I got a van, number 4, which is the same van that I drove to Pigeon Forge, I think, pretty sure. And it must have quite a few miles on it by now. I don't know. But I'm going over to Baltic to pick it up, and then going back to the Mount Vernon community to pick up my ride, my fare, and drive them up to Auburn, Wisconsin, 620 miles from where I sat when I got the phone calls. So I'm going to be driving a rental van for the rest of the day. We got fall foliage going on. It's not too bright, but it's what we got. I slept fitfully last night because TT, my cat, my feral cat, was on the bed all night long, right up until I woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock. Actually, I woke up at 6:30 and he was there, and I rolled over and went back to sleep for another hour. And made breakfast, and while I was just cooking my breakfast, I had lamb and broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, and garlic, ground lamb, and I only ate half of it. Of course, I had my avocado and apple cider vinegar, as I always do. But I got a call right in the middle of cooking my breakfast that one of my good friends wanted to go to the retirement office, and so I hurried through making my breakfast and eating my breakfast. Didn't even finish the coffee I'd made. I just drank one cup of coffee. And I picked him up and took him to the auction, and then I started getting these phone calls about the Wisconsin run. So I went in and asked him, and he says, well, if you gotta go, you gotta go, and I can find my own way home. There's plenty of people here that can give me a ride home. So I started calling around to different places I knew that had vans. And at the same time, my customer to Wisconsin had another driver that was trying to arrange a van out of Delaware, Ohio. And I guess I won the bid. This one's going to be 2 says, if you buy me a van, I will give you free rides for life in a van. And he said, And I don't know. He's from a different community. He has different rules. And I don't know if he can pull that off or not. He's also a church leader. And church leaders can sometimes do more with their ordinary than what the general populace of the community can do. So we'll see. This might be my ticket to getting a van. I hope so. The place in Mount Vernon said they'll have vans for sale either Monday or Tuesday. 14 passenger Chevy vans with right around 100,000 miles or less for between 20 and 25,000. Seems like a lot of money, but I think if I had a 14 passenger van, I could keep it rolling pretty steady. For TT, like feral cat that I've got in my apartment, Mary changed phones. Her phone doesn't text anymore. We always used to text back and forth. But as of yesterday, we did discern that she's not getting my texts and she can't send me text. So I called her and spoke to her on the phone, and I could hear the tone of her voice. She wasn't too tickled to start with to look after TT for today's Saturday, and she's going to look after TT until Thursday. I think I get back on Thursday, I'm not sure. But she warmed up to the idea kind of when she said, well, maybe I'll bring him over and I'll just have Kit Kat and him play together. And so I think that's probably what will happen. Kiki will go over there and stay in her apartment for 4 days or whatever it is. I'd like for you to comment if you watched this video up until now. I'd really like you to comment. Liking and subscribing, that's something, but I prefer the interaction of comments. So if you would please comment if you've watched this video up to this point. Ask me a question, comment, give me your thoughts, whatever it is. Comments are my most valuable interaction with my viewers. I know that my full-length videos get less than 10 views normally, very low numbers, but my short videos, the ones that are upright,